Who does this stuff? Who does this stuff? Who's so crazy? Who's crazy? Who's crazy? Spin the win! Who's this crazy? Good morning. Good morning. Good, lovely morning. We are crazily. It's going to be a crazy weekend coming up. 2 weekends from now, a couple of weekends from now, we're going to be getting after it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to my buddy Nick Charles and Trippin' Vic. There's that pretty lady. Eric, make sure they smash the like button, would you? Boy, is this a big group. Good morning, Vegas Gorgeous. Good morning, Kimberly, coming soon. I just saw Free, my best buddy out there, Free, saying, Pops, when's the next Mush Fest? We haven't, and we're going to announce the next big one. But let's put it this way, we have a mini fest coming. We're going to call it a mini Mush Fest. Oh, Pops. Who wants to hear about the mini Mush Fest? Mini Mush Fest. Ask Kimberly Bolden. I'm going to put her in charge of it. Right, Penny? The word is spreading. It's funny because not just the people that are here and participate in the morning. There's a whole bunch of other people. Mini Mush Fest. Kimberly Bolden is going to be the hostess. The weekend that they're coming, she and Lee, we're going to fest it. Whoever wants to show up. Nothing formal, but there will be a dose counter. And we're going to try to talk Captain Jeff. We're going to try to talk Captain Jeff into bringing his fish fryer over. I personally will provide the fish. How come? Because Pops has a fish story that you guys, I will personally provide the fish. Watch this. Oh. Don't think Pops, oh, look at that. Look what you kids are up to. 9 and give me 60 more subscribers. Can I please have 60 more subscribers? My ego needs it so bad. My ego is out of control. I just need 60 more people to control and to bring into the cult. Give me 60 more people. 60. What an accomplishment you guys are doing. I didn't subscribe to one of these. No. That's the greatest part about people. Oh, Pop, I am not a subscriber. I am not the subscriber. It is beautiful. Who's a mushroom guy that gets 10,000 people to say, I want to be around that? I sent that picture. Miss Rose isn't on IG. Miss Rose is not on IG. Let's do our first giveaway. I sent Miss Rose this picture this morning. I'll tell you guys some more stories. I've got fish stories. We got Mush Fest stories. We got Ranger Debbie stories. We have Kentucky race stories. Oh, I wonder if Pops won any money on the race. I wonder if Pops got any Kentucky Derby money out of the Kentucky Derby situation. I might have a story. Hey, first giveaway. I'm on a roll. Look at that. See how I'm segueing? See those segues? Those segues are from a 32-year-old brain, not a 64, right? Watch this. We haven't done one of these contests in a minute. Okay, let's try this. Oh, Jesus wants to know. Wouldn't you like to know Jesus? Jesus, you should already know. I thought you pretty much knew everything. This is going to be a dictionary. Definition. I am going to say alternator or on door, and you have to tell me what it means. No, that's backwards. That's not how it works. No. I'm going to read a definition. She ran away with the milkman. She ran away with the fish man. I'm going to read a definition. And you guys, the first person who I see on my screen, the first lug nut, hot dog water, beaver butt, walrus, I see on my screen, that's the correct answer, and it is spelled correctly. Be prepared to put your spelling cap on. This one's not easy to spell. Okay? Silosi, your name's not easy to spell either. Ready? Here comes the definition. Here we go. Love is in the air and the mail is in the You guys. She's a pretty lady, huh? Ready for the definition? Regarding a person or animal. Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Go. Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Fulcanelli, kill it. Done. The first person on there, Fulcanelli Rosetta. Done. You did it, bro. Resilient. You guys all got it. I thought that was going to be a tough one. What's going on? Why are the smartest kids in the group are all in this room? When every single person here said it. Oh, man. That's outstanding. I thought that was going to take you guys forever, and you'd never be able to spell it. But Fulcanelli is the Fulcanelli. Let's give him something for being so darn smart. Fulcanelli, you're getting, I think we have the smartest group ever, Trip. That was amazing. That was fast. I'm not kidding. That was faster than to be able to Google. Seems like it was, unless you guys Google like fast B. I'm giving Fulcanelli Billy's box from last week. Billy, our Australian friend. I don't know if he's here. I've been holding on to it for a couple of days to give it to somebody. I was hoping Billy would be here, and we'll make sure that it gets out there. Okay? So here we go. What was in that box? From Billy to Fulcanelli. You got a chocolate with 1 gram in there. Then you also have, yeah. This was the package with the 3 different kinds of grinds. Okay? We have the fruit, the oats, and the rye. I'll label those. Okay, Fulcanelli? Resilient. Why did I bring up that word this morning? Fulcanelli, get me your address to fungi2u.com. And we can thank Billy for this too. When we see Billy. By the way, is Pam here this morning? Is Pam here? Has anybody seen Pam Sanders this morning? Let me know if Pammy's here. Okay. And then we're going to get back to, we have 2 things to talk about, then we're going to get back to other things that we want to talk about. Okay? You guys ready? Why did I mention resilient? Miss Rose, who's a partner of mine in some business ventures and other things, she's just a wonderful lady. Some of you know and have met her in person, but she doesn't do IG. And I sent her this picture this morning. Okay? She wrote back. A couple nice things, but you know what she said that clicked for me? She said, you know what that is? That's just a sign of you being helping, caring, and being resilient. The word resilient hit me. Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. That's quite a compliment. And I'll take that one. It's not an easy road to get to 10,000 people. There's a lot of people that want to take a shot or two at you. A few pages disappear and stuff like that. But you don't quit. Ever. When you're doing something you care about and you love. And there's people that you're making a difference to. Don't ever stop. That's a sign. There's not a lot of people. This is the truth. This is pat. Yeah, I'm not even at the 10 yet, but this morning I'm glowing. 60 away. We'll be there this week. Of course, I have to do a little math. 15 months we've been doing this. That's over 650 people a month deciding to, I'm going to pop a button because there's something good happening. Because there's something magical, we might call it. And I could have quit so many times. One migraine, then I could have quit. We do this every day, don't we? All of us. There wouldn't even be a show if there weren't for people to show up every morning for Pops to talk to and try to entertain and give away stuff to it. And maybe motivate. So, oh my goodness, let's all be resilient. Okay? Let us be resilient. And at the end of the day, after she said that, I thought to myself, you know who are some of the most resilient people in the whole world? Successful mycologists. Oh my God, don't think this isn't a tough sport. I think that's why I like it. I liked rugby. It was a tough sport. Oh, this is a tough sport, kids. Nobody said the playing was going to be easy. We just want to play so bad. I went on the field. I want my jersey. I don't just want a jersey, man. I want to start. I want to score in this tough, difficult sport. And now I know how to score. I want to coach other people how to score in this incredibly tough sport. And we make it not look so tough, don't we?
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. I lost 2 tubs this morning.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Get out. Here I am screaming it's tough, and he's in there taking the beating. It's a tough sport. You know what you do about that? Man, come here for a sec, please, bro. Because I'll tell you what he did about 6 months ago when he'd lose a tub. Almost throw a fit. What do you do now?
Make more.
Boop.
Do it again.
Clean that pan and what?
Just do it again.
Just maybe make 2.
Maybe make 2.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Maybe make 2 in case.
Redo.
Yeah. What do you do? Let's do a spin to win. Let's do a spin to win for anybody new. Do you know that there's a bunch of people that are listening to us that don't even show up on our screen? I forgot about them. We're just talking to the active people here. There's passive people sitting there, just listening, watching, enjoying, I'm sure, because they're here all the time. Harry K., you're right, Brock's resilient. Brock's life is resilience, isn't it? Jeff says, love the new tub just a little bit more. Yeah. We'll figure out what we did wrong to the old tub. Spin to win. NWB Club. Harry just said it. The never winner beforers. The never winner beforers. And Eric, we weren't going to call them that. We're going to call them not voyeurs, We're going to call them silent participants. Okay? The silent non-winners. Here we go. Never winners, beforers. There aren't a lot of you anymore. Pick a color. Let's go. Pick a color. Anybody that hasn't won here before. If somebody hasn't won in a really, really long time, jump in there too. You be your own conscience. We got a red, and then we know Smoldy is Smoldy here. He'll probably be keeping track. Falconelli, you'll be sitting this one out. You're right. You just won. Okay? The never winner chicken dinner people. There's only one. I only have seen one person put a color out. Here comes another color, blue. Silent participants are now welcome. Yep, jump in there with a color. Okay? We've got it. No, not a color. Not wiry. Wiry says 3. Okay. So far, there's only 2 or 3 people. Okay, I'm going to spin. Here we go. If one of those get it, did anybody say red? Did anybody say red? Smoldy? Anybody say red? Who said red? Give me a winner. Everybody's saying I did. Any reds out there? Come on, fellas. This is a tough one. I'm going to spin again. Okay? Here we go. We're looking at purple this time. We're looking at purple. Thank you, Aviator Dave. Good job. McDirt said red. We go back to McDirt said red. Should we just go back? Okay. Gosh. This is tough for you guys. Okay. McDirt said. Okay. McDirt said red. We're going to say McDirt said it. McDirt will skirt. Finally. Thank you, McDirt. That's really cool, you guys. We have a full Canelli and we have a McDirt jumping in. McDirty dirt, dirty dirt. McDirt, I need you to send me your address to fungi2u.com. Just in the new contact area. You reach out to me, send me your address. This is what I'm going to send you. You want a box. The first thing in it is a affirmation card. Hang around. I have a fish story. The affirmation card says, I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison. For we all are different and meant to be that way. And I am special and wonderful. I love myself. Pops. Now that is a bad AF affirmation card. This one ranks up there as one of my favorite. Cool AF card. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, McDirt. You're going to make a couple of choices this morning. Okay, you ready? Everybody that wins is going to be making choices this morning. McDirt, I'm going to give you a 10-pack of capsules. Do you want them pure fruit? Or do you want a 10-pack that has some cacao, some chocolate infused, 10%? And might help them be a little bit more active. Do you want pack 1 or pack 2? Waiting on McDirt to answer. Pack 1 or pack 2? Without chocolate or with chocolate? Thank you, Badgie, for helping Fulcanelli. McDirt, what's up, bro? Which one do you want? Now be ready, winners, because you're going to have to make choices today. McDirt, stick around after this choice. You have one more to make to fill out your box. Okay, McDirt went with 1. Keep the chocolate ones this time, Pops. Next question, McDirt. Do you want 2 infused apple crisps? Each one have a half a gram? Or do you want a chocolate with a full gram in it? Which one? Number 1 or number 2? Pick which one, McDirt. It's up to the dirty guy. So when you guys win today, be prepared to, these are the 2 choices you're going to have to make. McDirt's going with the crisps. Very, very cool. So please get me your address and we'll get this out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. McDirt. Fish story, Ranger Debbie. I love Ranger Debbie. Jeff knows. She's the lady that takes care of the launch, the boat dock that we prefer to use. Guess what? Guess what, Ranger Debbie? You're one of the reasons we prefer to use it. She's one of the silent listeners here. I completely forget sometimes about the silent listeners. You guys, a couple of you say hello to Ranger Debbie. Just say hi to Ranger Debbie. I think she's listening. She reminded me on Saturday with this hugest hug. All of us get hugs from her. But she reminded me on Saturday that she watches us every day. I've totally forgot. And she's been doing that all off season. And without people like her, you talk about kind. She just is. She's one of those ladies that emanates kindness. She's a retired Air Force woman. First of all, she served the United States in the Air Force for a long, long time. Her children are in the service. Now she's in the Park Service, helping to maintain this dock. And the coolest thing, whenever you look around, she's busy helping someone. She's launching boats. She's the one holding the rope. She's the one towing you in. So sometimes the Rangers don't get the appreciation they deserve. So to Ranger Debbie, if you could be reading all these comments, I hope you deserve every one of them. And she's always there. So it's perfect. Fish story. Fish story. It's not going to be a very long one. Because I've already bragged. I'm almost at 10,000 followers here, right? So my ego is completely out of control. You guys know that. But you also know Pops was a little wounded last week. It's slightly wounded when his buddies were boop, 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 catching fish left and right. They're at 17. I haven't caught one. Do you guys remember that story last week? Oh, how the tables have turned. Oh, Mother Nature said Pops is resilient. He keeps coming back. Oh, Pops, he doesn't quit. He don't give up, that old guy. He's back. Should I just give him one? If you were the Mother Nature, Pops is Jeff. If you were the mother of nature, if you're Mother Nature, you're her. Would you give Pops one again? Just asking. Would you give Pops one? If you're the mother. That would be kind of a cruel mom. And most moms aren't like that Mother's Day. We love our moms. Okay? You guys, what do you think my Mother Nature did? Okay, let me show you. Pops is bragging. Okay? Here we go. Boom! Look at all those fish. No, I didn't catch every single one of them. But let's say I caught part, no, the other way. That part over. You see this one right here? See that one? Is it the biggest one? Oh, yeah. See this one right there next to it? Is it pretty big too? Oh, you better believe it is. Pops, 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 pops. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. You're a really good fisherman, but you only got 4. And Jeff got the same amount as Pops. I wanted to outfish Jeff, but I didn't. I came close. Resilient. Or luck. It's a lot of luck, too, I think. There's a whole lot of luck. Oh, gosh. Kevin was having the worst day because he doesn't... See, when Pops was at 17-0 last week, I thought I was still handling myself pretty good, but I know the steam was coming out my ears. Kevin hasn't caught a fish in less than an hour, and he is steaming. He is like, this is not fun at all. Jeff turns to him. We've done 2 drifts. He hasn't caught anything. Jeff's caught some. I've caught some. Okay. Jeff turns to him. He's so kind. He's so sweet. He turns to Kevin and goes, do you want to go up and do this drift again? Or do you want to head over to the cemetery? They have names for everything. Do you want to head over to the cemetery and we'll try work in that area? And Kevin looks at him and goes, take me back to my... No, he looks at me and goes, take me back to my truck. I'm out of here. It's only an hour and a half in. Kevin, you're going to catch fish. Don't worry about it. He outfishes us every week. Every week he catches more fish than anybody on the boat except Jeff, which means he outfishes me, okay? He's so sweet, so good, such a nice man. And he gets so butthurt when he doesn't catch a fish. So it's a flaw I'm going to help him work on. No, it's not. I love the competitiveness, okay? And it's the best part about it, okay? So there's 15 fish in the. It was a rough day fishing. Not the conditions as bad. It was a little bit windy here and there, but they just weren't jumping in the boat. We were having to go dig them out. We really had to go find them, okay? And that's Jeff's job and does it so well. The boat captain goes and figures out where they are. He's reading the topographical map of down below, and he's reading his screens. He's doing everything. We can see fish on the screen, but they're not jumping in the boat by any means. And we're grinding, and they're grinding. And we've gone up and down the river 500,000 times. And there's only 15 in the boat. We're allowed 6 each, so there could be 18 in the boat by the time we go back to the dock if the ranger checks. Because they will. They'll come over and they'll check, make sure you have your limit. Or not more. Anyways, there's 15. Who wants to hear the rest of the story? Who wants to hear the rest of the story? I just realized I was taking a long time. Who wants to hear the rest of the story? 15. There's 15 in the boat. Resilient. You guys ready for the rest of the story? You know this is commercial. I always do a cliffhanger commercial. Commercial is go visit fungi.com. Fungi2u.com. Okay, commercial over. We're back. So now there's 15 in the boat. It's 12 o'clock. And we're usually off the water by 10:30 or something. But it's been slow. And these guys, these Michigan kids, they don't want to quit. If they put the time in to get the boat in the water, get all the worms, get everything together, you don't want to leave with less than your limit if you can help it. It's an unwritten rule. And if we're that close, let's put in just a little bit, one more drift. And we're going to go catch 3 more. So we go back up. We're drifting down. We have to catch 3 now. Okay? Boop. Pops catches 1. I've caught one of the 3. So my conscience is clear. hour takes. Boop. Jeff catches one. Now we're at 17. Kevin's still grinding. And we are this close to the end of where we drift to. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's 12:30 in the afternoon now. Boom, Kevin hooks up. Yes, Kevin! Kevin catches the most important one, number 18. Just like Pops did last week. Remember the most important one? The last one? Kevin! And the coolest part about it was, each one of us caught one of the last 3 that we needed to earn our way back to the dock. Quote unquote. Here's the funniest part of the story. We get back to the dock, we're all excited. You know, your energy's up, you're cleaning up, you're putting all this stuff away. Kevin and Captain Jeff both admit, as we're talking, like, you know what? I was ready to stop at the very end. If we didn't catch that final one, number 18, right then, I was going to call it. Well, we weren't going to go back up and drift again. Jeff goes, yeah, I agree, Kevin. We were done. We would have just had to catch our 17. I didn't say anything to either of them. All the way home, even now, I'm telling Jeff, there is no way on God's green earth that I would have let you guys turn around and head to the dock. Never. Pops would have been, get me, I'll drive. We aren't leaving till we catch 18. I know how it works in Michigan. But I didn't have to do that. But I'm telling you right now, no way, Jeff. And no way, Cap. And no way, Kevin. Resilient. We were going to catch that final one. And we were going to go up. And we were going to drift again and again and again and again until we did. Fish story over. Fish story over. I'll do a giveaway. One more sports story. Just, I love you very much, Jeff. We worked hard to put 18 fish in the boat. And I've had one of my best days fishing, not me personally, numbers-wise, but just there's a gratitude for working hard and getting it done. Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes it's not that easy. And of course, don't forget who caught the big one. Don't forget, because that's very rare that happens. Kentucky Derby race this weekend. Anybody pay attention? I don't usually. But for some reason it was on, and ABC or whatever channel it was, NBC, whatever channel it was like a 5-hour show. Like 5-hour long show for a 2-minute race. I mean, they had the hype of hypes going on for this whole thing. And so there wasn't much happening on TV, so I just had it on in the background. But at a certain point, I got carried away. It was way too long a show. It was crazy. What I ended up doing was taping it so I could go back and just find the spot where it's just going to be the race part. But then I ended up watching it live because Pops put a $5 bet. Moms, I did. I put a $5 bet. I just said, let's go for it. Who's the longest shot? $5 bet. Won $450. And it's because of the story. And it's a beautiful story. This guy wasn't even in the race the day before. He wasn't even in the race. Another horse and jockey had to scratch from the day before. They had to call in another one. They filled up a field of 20 horses, which is a huge field for a race. Huge. Most races, 7, 8 horses. This horse, did you see the race? What the? Jet burners? Did I give that guy a mushroom or wait a minute? Rich Strike. Oh, God, what a story. What a story. And then the crazy part is, like afterwards, that horse was on an adrenaline high like you've never seen. Because did you see his escort horse? The way he was nipping and biting at his escort horse? He couldn't calm down. He was like, I kicked everyone's in the whole world's ass and I'm kicking yours too. That's it. I am the baddest MFer on the planet right now. And he couldn't calm down. And I was like, that is so cool. That is so, imagine being in his brain for that time. In that animal's brain. He wasn't going to lose, or he was going to let his heart burst out of his chest before he would quit. Unbelievable. Great, great race. Worth every minute that it bothered me that I'm waiting to watch this silly race. Okay? It was, I didn't expect it, I didn't even know that I'd watch it, let alone that I'd bet on it, let alone that it would be one of the most historic races that's ever been run. Okay? Most historic in terms of 80-1 odds, second longest in the history, longest in over a century. Unbelievable. Let's do a giveaway. Okay? Let's do a giveaway. We're going to talk about trees. Top 10 trees. Tallest trees. I picked one off of the list. You have to be specific. It must be specific. You sound like the dad on Christmas Story. Do I really? I think someone said that once to me before. Okay, redwood. I see redwood. But I asked you to be specific. There's lots of kinds of redwoods, aren't there? Okay, Cali redwoods. There, you guys would be a little more specific. Tulip poplar and a white pine and a sequoia redwood. Okay, I know which one I got here. A Douglas fir. Tigon's got it. Boom, we're good. Tigon. Thank you, Tigon. Very smart. Sitka spruce. I went Sitka. Sitka spruce. Tigon. He already got it, you guys. Don't worry, there's more to give away. Don't you worry. Tigon. Here's number 1, tallest tree in the U.S., coast redwood. Number 2, a coast Douglas fir. Number 3, a sequoia. Number 4, noble fir. Number 5, sugar pine. I saw someone said sugar pine. Western hemlock. Number 7, a Port Orford cedar. You would have never guessed that in a million years. Number 8, a Sitka spruce. Number 9, a swamp chestnut oak. We find those in Alabama. I should have got that one. You guys would have never got that, but we'd be here tomorrow. And number 10, if anybody knows what a number 10 is, oh my goodness, I have never heard of it before. It's called a pig nut hickory. Okay, that's pretty descriptive. A pig nut hickory. Go to North Carolina to get a couple of those. Okay, Tigon, you're choosing. Which do you want? Oops. Tigon, do you want chocolate infused? Do you want them with the chocolate in them or without them? Let's go, Tigon. Be quick. Right, Kim? You knew the pig nuts were going somewhere. Tigon? Which one? A pig nut, a hickory. Who wants one? Going chocolate. I think that's a good choice. It'll be fun for you to try. Next. Which would you prefer? These are apple sauce infused bites with a little supplements, and they happen to have some chocolate in them too, these. Or this chocolate. Do you want the apple fruit, the apple crisps, or the chocolate? You let me know. Everybody's getting choices today. You'll take the chocolate. Good call. Good call. Let me read. Tigon. By the way, this week, let's be clear this week, I want to say something. Oh, let me read this and then I'll do it. I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways, and only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And flying doves. It's a very cool card. Winners, losers, and everything in between. You got to get me your address really quickly if I get you a prize. We've had this conversation before. We used to even ask you to send us a reading. We don't even ask for that anymore. Sometimes it was a problem, I think. But you got to get me your address. And please try to send it over to fungi2u.com instead of to my IG. The reason is we don't want things tracked at IG. We've been doing a pretty good job of keeping them from throwing me off the platform the last couple of weeks. I haven't lost a page. I think part of it has to do with that I went private. Okay, so I think that's part of the reason. But be that as it may, I don't want to communicate too much over there. That becomes problematic. Okay, so our communication should be done through fungi2u.com. Let's try to keep it there. And please get me your address. This morning, no, it wasn't this morning, it was yesterday. Somebody wrote to me, and legitimately, they did all the effort, somehow or another, 2 to 3 weeks ago, sending me information. I guess I never got it, because I'd say the box sat around here for a week and a half. And then finally I returned it to inventory, or I might have even given it away to someone else, I forget. And then they reach out to me, hey, Pops, I never got my box from 3 weeks ago. I'm like, I never got the address. And I returned it. And it hurts my feelings to do that. I don't want to take away something that I've given to somebody. But it's also, at my end, I'm a one-man band here. And at my end, when those boxes sit around, the free ones, they become problematic to the ones that I have customers. It's hard to explain, but that's my system. All of that to say, if you win something and you want it, please get me your address quickly. Okay? Now, I didn't see Pam here this morning yet. Okay. I am going to pick back up here briefly, and then we have one more giveaway, but I'd like to spend about 6 or 7 minutes, since I've already spent all of this time talking about but I think it's a good thing. We're talking about being resilient. Weren't we? Wasn't just about every story that came up this morning at some level or another, wasn't there resilience involved? I think that's pretty darn amazing. And it wasn't even planned. It was like, that's weird how the universe puts things together like that. Weird synchronicity in the coolest way. We stopped reading right here last week. And it really, I find it important to continue to spend a little bit of time on this, plus our mycology talk. Tomorrow I'm going to show you guys an experiment here. Okay, so we'll spend some more time, since we won't have to spend all our fish talk tomorrow, we'll spend more time talking mycology tomorrow. Okay? But I also like telling the fish stories on Monday morning, generally. Not to brag, but because there's a message in them. I find messages all over the place when we go fishing. Did anybody get any messages out of my stories this morning? Give me some affirmation, please. Yeah, some of those, I can get a message out of it. I didn't even need to be on the boat. That's the reason I'm telling them. Are they effective? Resilience, right? Exception? Well, thank you guys. So we stopped last week talking about it doesn't matter what others do unless you decide that it matters to you. So it doesn't matter unless you let it matter. That's where we left off. Stick around. At about 5 minutes before the show's over, I'll tell you guys one more male lady story. Anybody want a male lady story? Oh, I bet Mom's Munchies does. Doesn't matter what others do unless you decide that it matters to you. Begin with small things. We tend to let ourselves get bothered by the little meaningless things that happen every day. Smoley, that was a heck of a hook, huh? For example, somebody beeps at you at the stoplight. As these little things happen, you will feel your energy change. Just like I gave that example last week. I mean, I feel it coming up. Here, my energy's literally getting ready to change. I can feel it. JT, have a beautiful day. The moment you feel a change, relax and let your shoulders relax the area around your heart. I like that because I literally just showed you what happens is my energy starts going up. Like, did you see my shoulders? They tense. They go, they're starting to, and what this says is relax and let your shoulders, what does it say? Relax your shoulders and relax the area around your heart. Can you guys try that? Seriously, I'm dead serious. Give yourself tense for a second and then go, I'm going to relax. And I'm also going to relax the area around my heart. I just did it and I literally can feel. I'm not even joking. I guess I practice it a little bit too. Shoulders become earmuffs. That's a good one. Oh, and then let's relax it. This feels kind of goofy to be doing, but... And then my heart's not way over here either. It's more in the center. The moment the energy moves, you simply relax and release. Man, I'm not going here with this guy. Man, I'm not going to let that beep hit me. Man, I know the door just got slammed in my face, but it's okay. Because it's just a door in my face. I know I just found green in my tray. And I could take the tray and get really upset and throw it across the room. Oh, okay. I'm going to relax and I'll just make 2 more. Let's say someone at work took your pencil and you notice that every time you go to use another one, your energy shifts. Even that. Are you willing to release the old pencil in order to liberate yourself? This is how you make freedom a game. Instead of getting into being bothered, get into being free. Oh, God, I love that. Get into being free. Man, I'm going to practice this as a game. Man, when I get, oh, God, this is a fun game. Remember how much we're supposed to play? Grown adults here and we're spinning to win. Top 10. Goofy pointers. Play with letting go and falling behind the sense of being bothered. Instead of getting, okay, when you reach for a pencil and you see yourself getting a little uptight, let it go. Your mind might start saying, it was a pencil today, and if I let it go, they'll step all over me tomorrow. Now it's my desk, tomorrow it's my husband. That's how the mind talks. It's very melodramatic. But you decide that for the cost of a pencil, you'll go for the ride. You tell your mind, when it's the car, we'll have a talk. Right now, it only costs a pencil to be free. Just decide that no matter what the mind says, you aren't getting involved. That's good, Lee. You don't fight the mind. In fact, you don't even try to change it. You just make a game out of relaxing in the face of its melodrama. Like, really? Really, you're going to get melodramatic about that? You simply, is it a mechanical? That would matter, right, Mushmouth? That would make a big difference. You simply learn how to release the tendency for getting drawn into these energies. The root is where the consciousness is aware of the pull of these energies. You will see that the energy does have the power to draw you in. Even once you decide you're not going to let it happen, it still has a tremendous power over you. It happens at work and it happens at home. It happens with your children and with your husband and your wife, your mushroom business. It happens with everything and everybody all the time. But your opportunities to grow are endless because they are happening all the time. These opportunities, you're getting them all the time. Which energy are you going to get drawn into? And which one are you going to spend? Do you remember what Miss Rose said? What do? We're helping, caring, and resilient. There's a place deep in last paragraph, this chapter. Last paragraph. There's a place deep inside of you where the consciousness touches the energy and the energy touches the consciousness. That's where your work is. From that place, you let go. Once you've let go every minute of every day, year after year, then that's where you'll live. Nothing will be able to take your seat of consciousness away from you. You'll learn to stay there. Or sure, spend a whole lot more time there than anywhere else. After you've put years and years into this process and learned to let go, no matter how deep the pain, you will achieve a great state. You'll break the ultimate habit, the constant draw of lowering yourself. God, that makes me want to cry. We have this habit of wanting to lower ourselves. We have all of these opportunities to do the exact opposite, grow. You'll break the ultimate habit. You will then be free to explore the nature and source of your true being. Pure consciousness. And everybody has a different true being, too. Like mine isn't yours. It's not supposed to be. But when I'm in touch with my true being, I'm fishing, and I'm growing mushrooms, and I'm doing giveaways. Top 10. Let's do our final giveaway of today. Is that good stuff? We'll pick this book up again. Anybody? Give me 10 people. Give me 10 people says, Pops, tomorrow will be some mycology and read some more of that book. Yeah? I'm waiting for 10 people. We have a couple minutes. Here we go. We are all growing here, right, Penny? This whole thing's growing. We probably got 60 more people. We probably got 60 more people here in the last hour. It's a beautiful thing. It says because we were talking about the heart. We're talking about the heart, right? That's a human organ. I'm going to say that's one of this human. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. Every one of you are so kind. Thank you. Seriously, sincerely. You resilient group. We're very resilient. Isn't that a beautiful thing to say? Walk around today going, I'm resilient. Nothing. I'm like silly putty, man. I bounce off of stuff. Largest human organs, top 10. I didn't pick heart, but it's in here. Go. Human organs. Some are gigantic. Which ones did I pick? I picked a human organ. Liver and skin. That's a smart one. Skin's a smart one. I think that's number 1, right? Intestine, lungs, be the willow. Love that true heart. Lungs, brain, lungs, skin. liver, stomach, skin, intestines, brain, skin, intestine, pancreas, skin, heart, small intestine, I want to hear it, lung and a brain and a kidney and intestines and a toenail. And we haven't seen it yet. And kidneys and a gallbladder and eyes and a heart and a thyroid and an endocrine system and a bunkie and a thyroid and a short intestine and joints and large intestines and stomachs and muscles. Starts with an S. The one I picked. Heart, thyroid. Harry K. bringing it home. Harry K. with the spleen. Harry K. By the way, I meant to, I will read this list. Let me read the list. And then Harry K, get ready because you have to make 2 quick choices, okay? The list, number 1 is liver. They didn't include skin. While I know everybody that wrote that, that's actually a very good answer. Because I think skin's considered an organ, perhaps. Liver, number 1. Brain, number 2. Lungs, number 3. Heart, number 4. Kidneys, both of them together, number 5. Spleen, number 6. 7 is a pancreas. 8 is a thyroid. 9 is the prostate in the male only. And 10 is adrenal glands. Interesting information. Tell me you guys were interested by that. Harry, I'm going to give this away. Listen, winners, you got to help me out this week. Anybody that's won once this week, don't win again until Friday. You can only double win on Friday. Okay, only one winner at a time this week. I want to spread as many wins out as we can. Okay, you can still play, but if you win, you're going to have to give your box away to somebody this week. Okay, you guys good with that? I hope so. We'll only double win on Friday. Harry, I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them. And I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Very, very cool. Harry, love it when you win. Harry's always right on it with addresses and everything. Harry, do you want the chocolate-infused pills or the ones without it? Hager, we're going to try to be fair this week. Friday doubles, and then we're going to get a lot of NWBs and everything else. We want everybody to win here. We really, and more people to join and try to win. Okay? So which one do you want, Harry? Without chocolate or with a little bit of chocolate in? I put 10% chocolate in there. Oh, I'm going to have to save the mail lady for tomorrow, you guys. Which one do you want, Harry K? Get ready because you have one more choice to still make. Harry's going with the one with the chocolate. Good call, Harry. One more. Do you want the 2 apple crisps? Each one's a half a gram with a little bit of chocolate in them. Or do you want this chocolate with a 1 gram of chocolate in it? Harry's going chocolate there. He was on top of it. Good job, Harry. Excellent job, my friend. Listen, guys. I'll see you here tomorrow. Oh, heck, I didn't catch it that time. Pop's cat-like reflexes are gone. His cat-like reflexes have left the building. I'm sorry about that. Woo-hoo! Okay, Harry. Let's get it back straight, Pops. I went flying. Did you guys see me fly? I was flying. The camera didn't move. That was me. I flew. I'm pretty sure. It wasn't the camera. That was Pops flew across the screen or something. Okay? Tiger. Hey. The ultimate hook. The ultimate hook. See you guys tomorrow if you want to hear mail lady stories. I know that's and it's a good story. You guys might have a new member. There might be a new member. And it'll only be because of you guys. So, here we go. Here we go. See you guys tomorrow. I did that on purpose, by the way. Pops is the ultimate cliffhanger. Otherwise, I wouldn't get 60 more followers. It's one of the tricks. It's one of the tricks you're supposed to use. You use like a cliffhanger deal, and then people keep coming back. Have a great day. Pops, peace, love each other, be kind. International Kindness Association members, talk to you later. David and Rebel Rob and Mom's Munchie and True Heart and April. And Tygon and David and Rebel and Hags and Trueheart and Jeffy Coleman. Jeff, that's a great story. Slingy and Wayne and Greeny and Penny and Jimmy and Carlotta and RX and Jesus Christ and Kimberly and Sammy. Always continue, Sammy. Exception and be resilient. Zozo LST, Harry K, and Aviator Dave. Wasn't that a great race? April and Sandy and Eric and Sandy and Jesus and Mushmouth and Auntie. There's Anto and Sammy and Nat and Fulton Alley and April and Aviator and Leonard and Aaron and Harry and Terry Newman, I love you. And Lee, see you soon. And Eric, get out of here. Jeffrey Hodgson, love when my man from New Zealand jumps on. Pops, peace, love. Love the poker? Ouch. Weirdos.